And coming up, we'll see Justin Jefferson. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Vikings and the Giants on Monday night.
We are pleased as always. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And bulldozing his way through. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That good for 19 and a first down. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. When you have those types of runs, got to settle them back into their seats.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. You look at this defense for the Vikings. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. And that one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Nice job there, forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game. Watching them try to take away that area of the field.
York able to send this one through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. So here come the Vikings as they get set for their first drive. They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And you've got to think that they've got to be feeling pretty fresh. You know, coming off of the open week, didn't have to play, right? Gives them a chance to rest up a little bit, heal some of those aches and pains. And
the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Leighton Vander Esch. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and...
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Brian Asamoah working his way in to pick up the sack. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Now he's loose down the middle of the field. Touchdown, Giants. Their mobile quarterback. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Another run now for Nwangu. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Holding offense.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Larry Ogunjobi in for the sack.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it.
No gain on the play. It's now third down and long.
Now on third and forever, he'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. And here's Ryan Wright now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. Returnable here for Davis. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. New York ready to go again offensively. They're looking sharp, out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And Waller taking it in over the middle. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes.
And the Vikings are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, oh, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, he got what he could there, just trying to move forward and gain a little bit of yardage and create some space. You know the pressure is going to be tough defensively.
On 2nd down, here's Nwangu. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
I'm not sure they mentioned it as a goal during the week or even talked about it in pregame, but the way they're playing right now, they want this game out of reach by halftime. Not only does the safety just demoralize the opposing offense, now your guys can run out there and try to add another 6 to their lead.
New York set to take the field.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some down the numbers. There he goes. He's to the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 63 yards. And the Giants are able to stretch out their lead. The York on now for the extra point. And that one makes this a 19-point game. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately...
Second quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Now a handoff to Chandler. And some room to run now. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They run it with Chandler. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. Here's Chandler on 2nd down. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line.
Here's Chandler.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
On first down, it's Fields.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Tyquan Thornton.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Vikings get a bit closer. Joseph connects on the extra point.
And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. In possession switching back to the New York Giants. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
He'll keep it himself.
And maybe the wrong read there, as he's going to go down immediately. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. 57 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive, and it seemed like they had maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they ended up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
Extra point by York is up and good.
And that will make this a 19-point game.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out. Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one. They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Here we go on 4th down, Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. A first down carry for Barkley. Adrian Amos up to make the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 7.
Back to throw here. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Derek Stingley picks it. Here's Derek Stingley. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. The ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
They got the ball now following a big play.
He's got him in. Complete.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Vikings.
Justin Jefferson,
93 yards.
And the Vikings are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Joseph on for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something which is wrong with the ball, with the wind, or something is funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. We'll call it a 42-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
The Vikings going to take over now late in this first half. And with great starting field position and 1 timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And he gets this to Thornton.
And they got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
On 1st down, Fields. That's complete yet again to Thornton.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now Chandler. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Steps away to his left. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. So we come upon halftime.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Dunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Williams to return. Taking it about the 1. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
On first down, Chandler. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. It's out, it's loose.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Now it's Fields. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37.
Back to throw, Fields. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Giving back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
Fields. Complete. Jefferson the target.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, it's Chandler. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
To throw is Fields. That is caught. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Fields.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in a stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his 2nd drop, indeed, not a good look.
Now Fields on 3rd and goal.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Danny Gray,
his first touchdown on the year.
And the Vikings are back within a score.
Joseph now to have the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And the drive culminated with the Danny Gray touchdown.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll go to Barkley again. And some room to work. Out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
62 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. A handoff, Barkley running left, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Take it in at the 22. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told.
And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On 2nd down now. It's Chandler, and he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 22. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Vikings in possession of the football, but they need some points. They're trailing here to start the 4th. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
A shotgun snap. Fields completes this one to Thornton.
And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. Chandler, and a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5.
Out of the gun, Fields.
Incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
A little extra pressure with this one for Greg Joseph.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Joseph's got it.
And that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And Davis content just to bring this out to the 25-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go.
They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game, and you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They'll run it again with Barkley. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Got a man, Slayton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
What a call there on 3rd down. Took conviction, didn't it? If this is incomplete, the complexion of this game changes dramatically. Instead, not only is this a first down, but it's a big play to boot.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Hodgins in motion.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Oh, my goodness! They were in field goal range, but it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago. That turnover there means we have a game again.
There's been a completely different team here in the 2nd half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
So all eyes on this Vikings offense. Down by 2. A minute 55 remaining. How costly of an interception will that be? It's time to find out. 1st and 10. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play.
The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Back to throw. Fields completes this to Jefferson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from not running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now 2nd and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Chandler, and he'll go down shy of 40 at the 41. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
A running play here on 1st down is going to go nowhere as he is tackled behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Here's Fields.
Forced out to his left.
And he's going to get out of bounds
Lions with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it after he couldn't find a throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
On first down, they'll run with Nwangu. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Here comes second down. They'll go right back to Nwangu. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get into all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. On third down, Chandler. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
We can't be totally sure that was by design, but we do know that a lot of kickers like the ball in the right hash in order to kick the field goal.
And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. This is 1st and 10. Now Fields. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, that clock had run awfully low. Now, obviously, no hesitation. Bring out the field goal unit, try to win it.
And no one happier about that clock stopping than the field goal unit. Now they can take their time, get set, and try and execute what they need for the game-winning field goal.
Kick it! Keep it up! Keep it up!
Tension building. Here's Greg Joseph. This to put an end to a wild Monday night. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And I tell you, when it comes to needing a field goal in closing seconds, pressure situation, there's something to be said for having a veteran kicker trot out there.
Agreed. It's so nice to have someone you can rely on, someone who you know has done it before. And this guy's as cool as they come, isn't he?
And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, it took us until the final play chart to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play, they were so backed up, it will take